Hello and Merry Christmas! This is Victor. I'm here with a new video. First of all, to desire all of you Merry Christmas and to have a very nice day with your family, and then to do my Ask Victor of December. So we'll go through the questions that I received last November. We'll go through them, answer them, and then if you want me to do the same on January, just leave the questions below, in the comments below, and I will answer them then in January. So now I will go through the questions that I receive. It's going to be my video for Christmas. So let's start. The first question I have is from Drake's War Channel. Thanks for the video, Victor. My question is, are there any changes to 40k that you would like to see on 8th edition? Not sure about the changes I want to see. I'm pretty happy with the 7th edition. Maybe the main change I want to see is to make the close combat a little bit more powerful. I think today it's too much on the shooting and on the psycho attacks, and I think the close combat is underpowered compared to the other phases of the game. So maybe I don't know, but because I like the Overwatch rule, and I like the I will say that random assault. Maybe I will say that if you do eliminate the disorder charge, most likely, so to be able to multi-charge, something like that. Because really there is a lot of penalties when you charge or when you want to do something special. So I will say to reduce some of the penalties when charging. I will give a little bit more of power to the close combat armies. I don't want to go to 3rd or 4th edition where close combat was completely dominating everything, but maybe make this a little bit stronger. But so far I will not change too much. 7th edition. I know that there is a lot of formations and there is a lot of builds, and I think I like that. So not very curious to see what Games Workshop will streamline on 8th edition and see what they will do. Of course, the thing that I will not include is the flyers close combat, the dogfight. I think this is adding a complexity where it's not needed. So this is a rule that I will eliminate completely in 8th edition, and I don't think it's adding anything to the game. I will say that the dogfight and the flyers phase, I don't see the reason to have that. Next question, Scarlock the Wanderer. What did you ask to Santa Claus? I asked Magnus the Red, and I hope, if you see at my background, there is the Christmas gift. So I hope Magnus the Red is there. If it's there, this is going to be one of the tutorials I will do for the next year. I will love to paint that. I think I will deviate a little bit from the official colors that we have seen. I have ideas to deviate a little bit from there, and I will do Magnus the Red in my style. So if you, I will try to do that. Even if you like, I will try to do also tutorial on that. Tattoo for you. Good video, my friend. So this has probably been asked before, but who got you in the hobby, and what's one thing that you still struggle with painting? Okay, who got me in the hobby? This was, I started doing role gaming, and my friends just introduced me to role games, to RPGs, and from there I started playing Battletech. I was playing a Battletech for almost 1 year. Was one friend of mine that introduced me to Battletech. And after playing Battletech, then I have another friend that is called Victor that introduced me to 40k, and this was really when I started on this hobby. When he introduced me to 40k, we started doing some games. We really enjoyed. This was 2nd edition, and we are talking about 20 years ago, more than 20 years ago. Was before even exist any codex. For the only codex that was existing at the moment was Space Wolves and Eldar. that were the only codecs, if I'm not wrong, that were available at the moment. Later on, there were some codecs started appearing for second edition, but we really started quite early in second edition. I was not very good in English at the moment, so I really had to learn. I learned English by playing Warhammer 40k and playing some video games. This was one of the things that helped me to learn English. Of course, doing some classes was helping as well, but really the thing that playing these games give me some vocabulary that normally you don't learn in the classes. So I will say, yeah, this was how I was introduced to Warhammer 40k, and from there how I start painting. And what's the one thing that you still struggle with painting? The non-metallic metal is a thing that I'm not sure. I try to do some, but I'm not happy with my results. So maybe in future I will do more. I prefer the real metallic, the true metallic metal. But I need to test more the non-metallic metal and how to make it look nice. But it's one of the techniques that I'm still struggling and I still not have under control. Edic Beer 40k can't blame for choosing the new Thousand Sons stuff. This was from my previous video. The models look awesome, and no doubt you will do a cracking paint job on them. Do you have any other hobbies or collections? Yes, I have. I used to have a lot books, so you see in my bag. All this is fantasy books and science fiction books. I have some 40k, but I was really collecting for Forgotten Realms. This was one of my main. I really enjoyed to play Forgotten Realms, and then I have quite a big collection of DVDs, films, specialized on fantasy, science fiction, terror films. So of course, always science fiction and fantasy have been in the core of my hobbies, and my hobbies orbitate around that. I used to be also video game player. I used to play Magic the Gathering quite a lot of fun, but I completely dropped from there. I think with one hobby that is demanding as Warhammer 40k, there is not money for also Magic the Gathering, too much demanding as well. So I completely dropped that, and now I just find a Magic the Gathering puzzle game in the tablet, and it's draining more time than I expected on that. But I will say I like to collect, and I really like to collect films and books. I stop a little bit that, and today I'm more focused on collecting miniatures for Warhammer 40k and Age of Sigmar and different stuff from Games Workshop. But in the past I used to collect a lot of films. Not since I moved to Belgium, because it's not easy to find the films that I like, or really here is more in, yeah, I know that in Spain we double almost everything to Spanish, and with my family we prefer films in Spanish, and it's not easy to do that. So normally I have to go to Amazon Spain and ask them to send it to Belgium to do that. So, and I don't have money for everything. I decided to reduce my expenses on hobbies and focus on Warhammer 40k. But this is my hobbies. That's all for now. That I wanted to share with you. These are all the questions, and if you want to see again Ask Victor in January, the next edition, just drop the questions in the comments below. As usual, thanks a lot for the people that have put the questions. Thanks a lot to Edic Beard, to For You, Scarlock the Wanderer, and Drake's War Channel. Really appreciate the questions. Really appreciate to answer these questions, and to that you have spent some time to writing down these questions. That's all for now. As usual, thanks a lot for watching, and see you again later. Bye.